start it again. Okay, Bill's gonna log into his email.
What? Wait a minute.
You want to go to bookmarks.
Oh yeah, I put the wrong one. Okay. Click keep me signed in.
Sign in, and then click keep me signed in. And then I guess you have to put your password again. But we'll set it similar to Gloria's, because I think your profile is still set the old way.
Yeah.
But once you run that CCleaner, you're going to have to enter all this in anyway. It's going to be gone. So, all right. So go into your mail. It's definitely secure. All right. So you're going to find an email that has an attachment. You can find the same one if you want.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. And there is a mail search box where if you don't want to look through a bunch of emails and you know...
I know the person.
You can
what
type...
That, what is the icon on the left-hand side of the fifth one down? What is that?
That's just a Yahoo icon.
And what are these arrows?
It's if someone
Those
forwarded.
are, something forwarded or responded.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go to the
I'll
next
give you a
one.
hint though, if you want to go back up.
Yeah.
Go back up to, you have a scroll button on your mouse. You can actually scroll it up to get up there. There you go. See where it says mail search? Click inside that box.
Yeah, okay.
You got to click inside the box where the cursor is active, because if you click on the magnifying glass, there it is. Now the cursor is active there.
Okay, so I should just write her
Type
name. It's
yeah.
Sean.
And then go ahead and click enter. Just press enter. It'll activate the mail search. And there's all of anything that has Sean in it.
Oh, okay.
And there's one, I'm not sure which one it is you're looking for, with an attachment.
No, I'm not looking for that one. I'm looking for...
So just scroll down.
I gotta get closer. I can't read this.
Sorry, we've got the monitor far
That's
away.
okay. That's all right. Okay, let's try this one.
It might be the one below that.
Oh, okay, meeting.
There's an attachment there.
Is that what the mail clip? I mean, the paper clip means?
Exactly. That means there's an attachment.
Okay, here's the attachment. Okay.
So go ahead and open the attachment. Excuse me. And it says open with Word. There it is.
Okay.
Now let's say you wanted to duplicate what you were talking to me about.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to make your detailed changes. You can make one or two if you like.
Sure, I'll just make this JAN, and that'll be enough.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you want to save it.
Yeah.
So you want to click
File, click Save As.
Good.
That's what I would do.
Now here is where you have your option of where you want to save it to. But I'll teach you two things here.
Okay.
This is where you're going to learn something.
Okay, now, you see, I had that saved, but when I went to send an email, I could not get to this one.
And I'll show you why. Basically, in the address bar, it actually tells you where it is. Well, who's going to remember or know how to get there? It's in the local disk. It's in the users box. It's in your profile folder. It's in
Okay.
another folder that's hidden called app data. Then it's in another folder called local. Then it's in another folder called temp.
Yeah.
So basically, and here's what happens with internet downloads like this. This is not truly a download per se intentional, but it's an attachment. It's always going to save it to a temporary file in the operating system. But now that you have the option to save it where you want to,
Okay.
there's a navigation pane
Okay,
on the
hang on.
left-hand
Let me
side.
just change this so it says 1. Okay, now it says 1 for.
It
let's
says
get
2,
there.
4. If you want to hit the delete key again,
Okay.
it still says 2. There you go. Now you can type the number 1. And it says 1, 4, 12.
Yeah,
you may want to
wanna
make it
make
13,
13.
right? Okay, good.
Okay,
now
now I
before
click
you
save.
before you click save, you don't want to
Okay.
do that because it's going to
Okay.
save to an unknown location.
Gotcha.
You have a choice now, and here's what you do: you click Documents.
Click Documents.
Right, and that way it saves it to your My Documents. Now, and you've got your title in there already.
Yeah.
You can even change this Save As type if you want, because rich text format.
No, the reason I save it as rich text format, then everybody can open it. If I just save it in Word, some of the people can't open it.
Right, and you're right, because they may not have the version of Word that you're
Correct.
working with. Okay,
Right.
good. That's really tech savvy of you. That's good. So let's leave it in rich text format. And
Okay.
now that you know where it is, it's in My Documents. It's gonna just
It's
throw
going
it
to
right
pop
in.
up there.
It's
And
gonna
now
pop
I'm going
up
to
there
hit
and hit
save.
save. Now let's say you want to close everything, or at least close the Word document.
Okay.
Let's say all your changes were done on it.
Okay. So I'm just going to click the red X.
Thanks.
Okay.
And that's your downloads window. You can close that. Alt F4 is another way to do that.
Alt F4.
Okay, good. Now you can leave that on because you want to actually send an email now
Yes.
to someone with that attachment you
Correct.
just edited and
Right.
doctored up and prettied
Right.
up and everything. And
Okay.
so let's go ahead and make a new message.
Okay.
And since it's a test, you might want to just send it to Gloria.
Yeah.
You know.
Piano regular. I just have to put her.
Type. Let's see if it's in the address book, it should come up.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well,
Yeah, we can't send each other emails
Emails.
from, like if I'm copying a bunch of people with
I
storage
have
or
to
something, I have
type
to
in her
physically type in
Gloria 579. So you know what I'm going to
You're-
do? I'm going to send it to you.
Okay. But I want to solve that issue too. She should be in your address book, in other words. Maybe it's a lesson we need to do in the
Oh,
address
okay.
book. You
All right,
sure
here-
she's not in that list?
She's in the list, but it's not highlighted. It's
doesn't come up.
ghost looking.
Really?
I'll
Okay, okay.
In fact,
Well,
I'll show
Okay,
you.
scroll
Yeah, let's
down
do
and
that.
show 'em so we,
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that.
scroll with the thing.
Well, it should be an S, right?
No, it should be in Gloria.
Oh, okay. All right, what happened? 2.
I've got an idea I think that's going to help you because I see you're going through the address book first.
All right, here's
send an
Gloria.
email.
See,
Okay.
this is what you get.
It's grayed out.
Yeah. So I can't. If I click
Oh.
here, it won't click.
That's interesting.
And
okay.
he's the same way on
And-
my list.
right.
It might have been an accidental blocking of, where
Well, we-
somehow you guys got each other's blocked out, which is a goofy thing. But that's okay. Let's close this address book thing.
Okay.
Just go inside the to box. Click inside the to box.
Yeah.
Let's try typing Gloria. Just type the first few letters. That's not it, is it? Or is that it? No, that's not
No,
the one I'm
Gloria
looking for.
in Samuelson.
All right, so
There's another Gloria
to
in
fulfill the rest of the demonstration here, you can send it to me. That's fine. Backspace out. We'll
Okay.
fix that issue though. That's
Oh,
a
okay.
different issue. So just go ahead and type ALT, I think, it should come right up. My last name, in other words, ALT.
Yeah, but I got you by first name.
It should still pull it up, though. Let's see.
A-L-T.
Yep, there I am.
Okay.
So go ahead and hit enter. That'll select it for you.
Okay.
And then attach, you can put a subject. You definitely want to have the courtesy of having a subject
Sure.
line.
Yeah, I know people
So
who
I'm
won't
gonna
open
write
an email
test.
without a subject.
It's not only courteous, but it's
Yeah,
very
I mean,
pertinent.
one guy uses always RE, R-E.
That's because he's responding. It's a response. He's using an old email to respond to.
I see,
That's
okay.
all he's doing.
All right,
So
I
let's
got
click
test.
attach files.
All right.
And
Attach
now that
files.
we know where we save this thing, we click browse.
Okay.
And then we have a choice. We go to documents. We click documents on the left-hand pane. That's your navigation
Here?
pane, right? And you should see the file, the test document. That's not
There it
it,
is,
no.
there it is.
Is that it?
1-4-13.
That's it, yeah, 1/4/13.
So I click that,
Yep, and you open it.
and I open it, and I attach
And then you
it.
click attach.
Yeah,
Yep. And that way now
Yeah.
you can just send it and you know you got the right file.
okay.
So the trick is when you receive it and saving as, you always click documents in the left-hand navigation pane. If
Okay.
it's a document, you know,
Yeah.
if it's a music file or if it's a picture file or a video
Okay,
file.
I'm gonna do
you
that
can
one more
choose
time.
those. Sure, let's do it again.
Okay. All right, now I'm gonna type in somebody's name, right? Do I have to do this first? Yeah.
You can go to where it says mail search,
Yeah.
right on the right side of that magnifying glass. The
Okay.
cursor's active.
I think there's only,
You can get mine if you want. I sent you one, I think, of the
okay.
test.
You had ALT?
Mm-hmm. ALT. Hit enter, and it should find anything with ALT in it. And there's William Altmeyer video lesson, different pickup location, my attachment.
Well, here's,
You want to look for something that has a paper clip on
Yeah,
it, and
right
that
there.
counts. So just use your mouse scroll button to
Yeah.
scroll down.
Oh,
Or
here's
yeah, you could do it there. It's right there. Well, that's the one you sent me though.
oh, okay, I
Because
wanna
it
go to a
says from
different
Bill-
one. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to see from William Altmeyer. You've got a bunch of them.
All right, here's from our son.
Okay. Okay, you don't want to click the paperclip itself. You want to click where it shows up as a hand.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
hyperlink.
right.
There you
Okay.
go. And there's your attachment.
Right.
So go ahead and click that.
To save.
Right. Now you won't be able to edit that because it's a PDF file.
No,
It's
no,
like a
that's
scan.
okay.
But
I
we're,
just
at least we know we're
I
gonna.
wanna go through the process of
Right.
saving it.
So we go ahead and close and click it.
Well, it is
Click the
open.
attachment.
Oh,
Click yeah, there where it changes to a hand. You know it's going to activate it, and it's going to open with Adobe Reader. Now here you had an option to save it already. So let me show you that because now you have to go through a save as process in here. You can do it both ways, but let's go ahead and you see where the save icon is here. It's not even great. It's not even an option.
the
You'd
one
have
with
to
the
go-
paper clip? Which one's this?
No,
one?
that's a signature thing. The save option as an icon is grayed out, but let's see a file.
Okay, I'll have
Let's see if
file
you can
save
save as. Right, there you go.
Save
You do
as.
have that option. So now the first step is, in this case, see how it's changed. You don't really see documents on the left-hand side of the
Right.
navigation pane. That's because this
It's
is an
a-
Adobe Reader file,
Okay.
but that's okay. You can actually select the hierarchy above it, which is libraries.
Ah.
Libraries actually has documents, music, pictures, and videos.
This
in it.
one here.
Right, so if you click libraries, now you see documents.
Right.
Go ahead and double click documents, and now you're in my documents. Now you can name it the way you want. My son's PDF, today's
Okay.
date, you know.
Okay.
And now you know where it's saving to. That's the key, knowing you're typing, but it's not focused there.
Oh.
It didn't.
I need to be down here, right?
Right. If you wanted to rename it, that way something meaningful to where you know what it is, you know what you're
Okay,
looking for.
now I'll hit save.
Okay. All right.
Now I can
you,
close
now you can
this.
close that.
By clicking here or F?
Or Alt F4 is
Is
a better way. You can Alt F4 that as well. That's your download screen. And then let's say you wanted to send that to someone as an attachment. So let's go ahead and do a new message.
Okay. Okay, we'll send it to Gloria.
Samuelson?
No, 579. And this Gloria.
Okay, you're Gloria. So maybe this will give us an option to unblock it once it's done. If not, we're going to go in there and unblock these emails.
Okay, do I have to put the brackets around that,
No,
or can I just?
no, it'll do it. It'll do it
Okay.
automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna write test so you know what it is.
And then click Attach Files.
Attach files. Browse.
Browse. And in this case, you have a navigation, but it's already defaulted to that location
Here it
since
is.
you were there last time.
Yeah.
So it's not like you got to find it again.
Uh-huh.
It's already there. There it
Okay.
is, 1512.
Yeah, open. Attach files.
Good job.
Well, this part was not the problem. The problem was, where the heck is it?
Right. Well, we did solve that because
Yeah.
now we know that it's when you save it as, you have to save it to the location you want to save
Yeah.
it to.
So I just can't hit save
You
as
just
and
can't
do
sit
that.
there. You just can't rename it and save.
Right.
If you
You
go to,
want to make sure you
put
save
in
it to the
document.
location you were able to find it to.
Okay.
All right.
So then I don't have to send this. I'll just cancel it.
You can, but yeah, you can cancel because you know it's working. It's
Yeah.
working now.
Okay. Okay. So again, to save, I go to Documents. I'm going to do that one more time just to make sure
Sure.
I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Pick anything that has an attachment in your
Yeah,
clip.
yeah.
their
Okay,
file.
now if I type in Sean, I'll see hers.
Mhm.
I'll do it.
Yep. So we learned how to quickly search for things in our emails as well. So. You got to be creative in your searches, you know, because sometimes to narrow down the amount of things that come up, you don't want to search through 50 of them after you just search for
All right,
something,
here's
you
one.
know.
Okay, here. All right, now I'm going to open this message.
Good. Okay.
I'm going to open the, is this a
That's,
PDF?
that's an Excel spreadsheet.
Okay. Open. Okay, now I want to do the save as.
Mm-hmm.
Click File,
Right.
click Save As. And now I don't want to just do it, I have to do
Documents.
documents.
Right. That's the whole key. Now, eventually, you're going to get a million files in
Yeah.
your documents file.
Yeah.
There's always another, and we should capture this as part of the lesson. Let's say you wanted to make a folder.
Okay, let me give this a copy of needed items. Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
So, save.
And since it's in the older format, it's asking you to continue because it's a compatibility checker. It's
Okay.
saving an older format of Excel into the newer one. In other
Okay.
words.
Okay.
You can always change that to where it doesn't bother you anymore,
Gotcha.
but that's okay. But let's say now you want to save another copy of, let's say you just got another email and you got a spreadsheet and you opened it. Let's go ahead and save it as, but you want to make a folder to organize these things. Let's say you're going to get one of these every week and you're responsible for it or whatever. Save it as, but this is your opportunity now to make a folder within your My Documents. It's already in my documents. If you're not, you can scroll up and you can actually take that scroll and scroll upwards where it says Documents. Click Documents,
Okay.
just like you normally would. But now you want to make a folder.
Okay.
Now, you can go into the blank area with your cursor, move your arrow into a blank area inside My Documents, and do a right click with the mouse. And now you have what they call New, where you can actually make a folder.
Okay.
And then it gives you the opportunity to name it. You
Okay.
can name it.
Where do I do
You
that?
can start typing on the keyboard. Like, I'm not sure what it is, but let's say Kiwanis.
I'm going to call it Kiwanis. That's what I'm.
Kiwanis spreadsheets. Let's
No,
say.
just say
Or-
Kiwanis.
Okay,
He's up.
Kiwanis, right. That way, if you're doing stuff for them and you're dating it
Yeah.
every week, or that way it's all organized in that folder.
Okay.
And if you name it consistently the same way, let's say you do the date first,
No, I will do Kiwanis.
or
And-
let's
and-
say in the file itself, okay, it'd be Kiwanis,
Right.
and then whatever the subject is, it may
And
be
then
the
the
same
date,
every week, and
right,
then the date.
right.
It'll always sort it. If you do it consistently like that,
Yeah.
when you go inside that folder after a few more years or so, there's like, oh my God, there's 200 of these things,
Right.
Eventually you'll say, well, let me make archives within it, like for the year, and
Gotcha.
you'll make a new folder for 2013. You're on 2014 now.
Of course,
But there's
some
way-
of them you just get rid of.
Some of them you could just get rid of, or let's say you needed to keep everything, you
Yeah.
got plenty of room on your hard drive,
Yeah.
it's not going to hurt. It's, again, about organizing in folders when you accumulate so many files, because now you're going to start accumulating files in your documents folder.
So
No.
you'd probably be better off always putting the date first.
That's one option I use, although it's okay if you're, as long as you're consistent. In other words, for example, it's Kiwanis, whatever it is, a
Yeah,
subject
meeting
and
agenda,
date.
1-5.
Let's say you want to make sure your date syntax is the same all the time.
Yeah.
Let's say you're using 2 digits for
Oh, I
month,
use-
for month, and 2 for date, and 2 for year.
Oh, I just use 1
so you're
dash.
using 1. It may not sort
Yeah, so
correctly
you
when
just-
If
it's
I give you 01 dash 08 dash 13.
right. That way, when you're looking at a list of a bunch of
Oh,
them,
okay.
at least it'll be
Yeah.
in chronological order, already
Sure.
already
Yeah.
sorted for you.
I see.
And,
So
and
we
you
co-
wouldn't even have to say, if you have it titled Kiwanis, you wouldn't have to write Kiwanis agenda, just write agenda and the date.
It's up to you,
The
and
simpler it was.
because you may still want to name it Kiwanis since you're sending it, and for your own organization purposes you wouldn't. But let's say for the attachment of a recipient,
Oh.
they may need to see that Kiwanis on
Yeah.
there still. So
Yeah, right.
So
I
anyway.
mean, it'll say Kiwanis
Yeah.
meeting agenda 1813.
All right, now that you named it, obviously you have to finish it because it's still waiting for you. You just have to type enter. Because once you're done
Do you have
naming
the date
a
in
new folder,
chronologically how you want
well,
it?
she's just making a folder. He's
I'm
just
making
making
a
a folder
folder.
right now.
Hit enter.
Hit enter. Now your folder is done. Now you got to go inside the folder to save it inside that folder. So you can click it. Well, actually, your click might have been a little slow. So hit the escape key because it's in rename mode now.
Escape.
Hit the escape key. You can click open on your window,
Gotcha.
and now it's inside. And this shows you where it's at. It's in libraries, documents, and now Kiwanis.
Okay.
So now you know you're in the right folder. Now you can name the spreadsheet the way you want it to name.
Oh, okay.
It's already in rename mode, so you can just type
So I'm
type
just
the way
gonna
you
put.
want.
Why didn't it delete?
It's already selected for you, so you can start typing. It'll automatically take that out.
Oh, okay.
It's already blued out.
Okay.
And again, when you're typing, you don't want to make a spelling error because then it won't sort correctly. So you want to make sure you're looking at what you're typing,
No. that's
I
not-
do have I'm not sure if Windows 7 is going to take all those dots, but I guess it didn't tell you it rejected it yet. But I try not to use certain characters when naming files. Windows 7, it may tell you cannot, depending on what it is, like a
Yeah,
slash.
it's like, it's funny, like when you, on American Airlines, when you buy a ticket, it asks you if you have to now with the after 9/11 you have to put your date of birth, this and that.
What shoe you tie first in the morning,
and what was your
everything.
grandmother's hat size and all that sort of thing.
You will have to click continue on this one, since it's doing a compatibility check on an older version into the newer version of Excel. Alright, so now let's close this.
But anyway,
Alt F4.
you can't put
Close that.
you can't put slashes, periods.
And then let's find the doc. Let's say I want to look at that thing before I send it.
Okay.
You know, because that's going to be important. Like, I don't know if it's ready to send yet. You
Yeah.
know. So again, we're going back to that Explorer trick where we hold the window key with the logo on there and then type the letter. While we're holding it, we hit the letter E once. Let go of everything, and there it is. You click your documents on the left hand side, and you see your Kiwanis folder.
Yeah.
You can double click that to get inside of it.
Right double or
You can
left?
double click it.
Left or right?
In other words, regular. Unless we say right, it's always left. In other words.
Okay.
There it is. Now you can open that document
Okay.
and you can review it. That way you know how to get to it. You know,
Yeah.
that's one way to get to it.
I don't want to open this, so I click on it, right?
There's many ways to open. You can always right click. There's an open option, or you can double click it. And that's a quick way to do it.
Okay.
There it is. So let's close this again. I'm going to show you another. We're reviewing right now, basically. We can Alt F4 that as well. We know how to get into an Explorer window by window E. But now we're going to just do the Windows search. Type the window key.
Type it?
Yeah, just hit the window key once, in other words, and
Yeah.
it shows that you gotta let go, and it shows that search programs and files box. Just start typing Kiwanis. I use this all the time at work, because if I want to find the last document, I may make a million documents, name and Encompass,
Yeah.
ordering master, and
Yeah.
it'll find the last one for me if I just type a few letters there in Compass.
Yeah.
Boom, there's the ordering master 12, whatever, 31, 2012. You see where your Kiwanis folder and your document is?
Yeah.
And even the temporary one that
Right.
we made. All this stuff that's related that you just
They're
did,
all there.
it came up in the search. That's the beauty about Windows 7.
Gotcha.
Windows 7, just hit the window key once, start typing what you're looking for. Oh, there it is. Click it, you're there.
Oh.
Now it kind of makes us, you know,
Okay.
a little bit of a dummy where we don't really know where it is,
Yeah.
but then again we
Yes.
do know where it is if we
Yeah.
needed to find it the hard way. You know, this is a
Okay.
much easier way.
Okay, so just type.
Press the Windows key.
Well, type it. There's a difference, right?
Yeah, or you know, pressing it and letting it go once
Yeah.
is the same. Just hit the Windows key, in other words. And but let's say let's say you want to escape. Yeah, you escape that. Let's do another search. Let's hit the window key.
Oh, should I hit escape first?
You did already. That's okay.
Okay.
It's cleared. Hit the window key. Now, what's the name of another document that you recently just worked with, or let's say 6 months ago, or you know? Or
Well,
not
they're
that
they're
long
all
ago?
lost.
Oh, okay, yeah, because of the
Right.
because of the problem we had, or
Uh,
something recently. Let's say, do you remember any words? What was that PDF about?
This the mark from our son.
Mm-hmm.
It's about his insurance for a flight.
Okay, so just type the word insurance. Let's say. Let's see if it comes up. Okay, it probably didn't have the word in there. Or,
No, it just said mark something or other.
so.
Put mark in. Try mark.
Let's try
Yeah,
mark.
So backspace, to clear out insurance, in other words. In other words, whatever words were inside that PDF,
Okay.
perhaps it'll search for it, you know. Mark, there's a lot of Christmas and other music there. Publisher, so it didn't come up.
Okay.
Maybe it's not indexing for content on the PDF, so.
Gotcha.
But at least we know there's a couple methods now to find what you're looking for.
Okay.
This is a great method,
Yeah.
especially if it's something that you just did recently. It'll come up quick.
Mm.
even if it's in that goofy temporary file that we don't know where it really is, you know.
So if
that's
I press the Windows key and then type temporary,
That's a good idea. Do your backspace to clear out what you just typed in there. Put TEMP.
hit the window,
Yeah, you're already active as far
Okay.
as the search, but that is correct. And then I still don't see the folder, so.
hit enter.
Well, no, you want to make sure you're looking at the list of what's selected there.
Oh.
I don't see a folder. Let's put a space in there because it says temp, and then let's put a space. Let's see if it's. No, it didn't show it. So.
Temp file. No.
yeah,
Put
so-
insurance, IN, yes.
Anyway, this is one option as far as searching. You know, I think what we can do is we can make a shortcut to that hidden file on your desktop. So just in case, you know, I hit save and everything, but I didn't remember what Bill told me, or at least what that video lesson had, and I got to find that thing, you know. Instead of going through hoops again, you can always get to what they call that temporary file if we put a shortcut up there. So let me go ahead and do that for
Sure.
you. Although it's going to be different for everybody. You're in your profile.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let me let you sit down so you
Sure,
can
and I'm going to
try.
stop.